The rain kept falling outside while the heart inside the room was silently breaking apart. There are moments when life becomes so heavy that even breathing feels exhausting. Nights grow longer, prayers feel unanswered, and the silence becomes louder than the voices of hope. You try to stay strong for everyone around you, but deep inside, you are fighting battles nobody can see. Every disappointment leaves another scar. Every delay feels like rejection, and every closed door makes you question whether your future still holds meaning. But even now, in the middle of your pain, heaven is still speaking softly to your soul. Don't give up yet. What feels like abandonment is often preparation. What feels like destruction is sometimes the beginning of transformation. There are seasons where everything falls apart so that faith can be rebuilt stronger than before. You may not understand why the storm has lasted so long, but storms do not come to stay forever. They come to shape, to strengthen, and to remind you that your survival is proof of a greater purpose. Every tear you cried in secret has been seen. Every sleepless night has been counted. Even when nobody understood your pain, God remained beside you, carrying the weight you thought would destroy you. The chapter you are living now is not the ending of your story. There is still healing ahead of you. There is still peace waiting after the chaos. There is still a breakthrough moving toward your life at the perfect moment. Hold on a little longer. One unexpected blessing can change everything. One moment of faith can open doors no fear can close. Your story is still being written, and your greatest chapter has not arrived yet. There are seasons in life when the pain feels endless, and the darkness seems stronger than your faith. You wake up tired, carry silent battles through the day, and fall asleep wondering if things will ever change. The weight on your heart becomes so heavy that even hope begins to feel distant. But the hardest moments are often the moments that test whether you will continue walking forward or surrender to fear. Life may wound you, disappoint you, and shake your confidence, but difficult seasons are never meant to last forever. The storm you are facing today is not your permanent home. Pain has an expiration date, even when it feels endless in the moment. Every challenge is shaping something stronger inside you. Every tear is watering the ground for future blessings you cannot yet see. Sometimes heaven allows the waiting, because your spirit is being prepared for greater things than you imagined. Strength is not built during easy moments. It is built during nights when you feel broken, but still choose to keep believing. Do not let temporary suffering convince you to quit on your future. One painful chapter does not define your entire story. There is still purpose ahead of you even if the path feels unclear right now. The same God who carried you through past struggles is still guiding your steps today. Even when answers are delayed, you are not forgotten. Even when doors close, better ones are still being prepared. Hold on through the pressure, because the moment you refuse to give up may become the exact moment your breakthrough begins. There are moments when the silence feels unbearable. You pray with all your heart, asking for direction, healing, or a sign that things will finally change, but day after day, nothing seems different. The doors remain closed, the pain remains heavy, and the waiting becomes exhausting. In those moments, it is easy to believe that heaven has forgotten you. It is easy to think that because you cannot see movement, nothing is happening behind the scenes. But silence does not mean absence. Delays do not mean rejection. Sometimes God works the hardest in seasons where you can see the least. Faith is often built in quiet places. When everything around you becomes uncertain, your spirit learns how to trust beyond what your eyes can understand. There are blessings being prepared that you cannot yet imagine. There are battles being fought for you that you cannot see. Every unanswered moment is shaping patience, wisdom, and strength deep within your soul. What feels like waiting may actually be protection. What feels like confusion may be preparation for something greater than your current understanding. Think about how many times life surprised you before, moments when hope seemed lost, yet somehow a new door opened at the perfect time. God's timing rarely arrives early, but it is never late. Even now, while you are questioning your future, things are moving in ways beyond human understanding. The silence is not empty. It carries purpose. It carries preparation. And one day you will look back and realize that even during the quietest season of your life, heaven was still guiding every step you took. Some of the strongest people are created in the middle of the hardest battles. Pain has a way of changing a person. It teaches lessons that comfort never could. There are moments when life pushes you beyond your limits, when every disappointment feels like another weight added to your shoulders. You begin to wonder why the struggle continues and why the road has become so difficult. But what feels like punishment may actually be preparation for a greater purpose waiting ahead of you. Every challenge carries the power to shape your character. The nights you cried alone taught you compassion. The betrayals taught you wisdom. The failures taught you endurance. Even the moments that nearly broke you were building strength inside your spirit. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and strong faith is built during seasons of uncertainty. Without the storm, you would never discover how powerful you truly are. Sometimes God allows struggles because the future calling on your life requires a stronger heart. The person you are becoming could not be created through comfort alone. Growth often happens in hidden places where nobody sees your battles except heaven. The pain you are surviving today may become the testimony that gives hope to someone else tomorrow. Nothing you have suffered is meaningless. Do not hate the process just because it hurts. Every delay, every setback, and every difficult season is shaping you into someone wiser, stronger, and more prepared for the blessings ahead. One day you will look back at this chapter and realize the struggle did not come to destroy you. It came to transform you. The battle is building a version of you that fear will no longer be able to control, and that strength will carry you into a future greater than you imagined. There are tears that nobody ever sees. Silent tears that fall late at night when the world is asleep, and the heart feels too heavy to carry another day of pain. There are prayers whispered in broken moments, words spoken through trembling voices, hoping that somehow heaven is still listening. Sometimes you smile in front of others while hiding battles deep inside your soul. People may never understand the pressure you are carrying, but God sees every hidden struggle, every silent cry, and every moment you almost gave up. Not one prayer has been ignored, even when answers seem delayed. Every word spoken in faith reaches heaven. The moments you felt weakest were often the moments God was closest to you. Tears are not signs of failure. They are proof that you kept fighting even while your heart was breaking. Every sleepless night, every moment of loneliness, and every painful memory has been seen with compassion and understanding. There are times when life becomes so overwhelming that you wonder if your prayers still matter. But God listens to the cries that never leave your lips. He understands the pain you cannot explain to anyone else. Sometimes the healing begins long before you can feel it. Sometimes blessings are already moving toward you while you are still sitting in confusion and fear. Never believe that your suffering is invisible. Heaven notices what the world overlooks. The tears you cried in private may become the seeds of future joy. One day the pain that once made you weak will become the reason your faith became unshakable. God has not forgotten your prayers, and He has not abandoned your story. Even now, in the quietness of your struggle, love and mercy are still surrounding your life. So if your heart feels tired tonight, if your faith feels weak, and if the weight of life has almost convinced you to stop fighting, remember this moment. The pain you survived was never meaningless. Every storm, Every tear, every sleepless night has been shaping a stronger spirit inside you. You were not abandoned during the silence. You were being prepared through it. God has seen every hidden battle, heard every whispered prayer, and carried you through moments that should have broken you completely. Do not allow fear to speak louder than faith. The chapter you are living now is not the final page of your story. There is still healing waiting for your heart, peace waiting for your mind, and blessings waiting to arrive at the perfect time. What looks impossible today can change in a single moment through the power of God. The same hands that protected you in your darkest seasons are still guiding your future right now. Hold on through the uncertainty. Keep walking even when the road feels lonely. Keep believing even when answers seem delayed. One day you will look back at this painful season and realize it was the very place where your strength, your faith, and your purpose were born. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Your miracle